Hello there, guys! This is Eli G. Brown / Eli G. Brony, and this is another very interesting MOC that I have come up with. Of course, it's not the best design that it could be, but it's the best that I could come up with. Alright, so what is this supposed to be? This is supposed to be a Generation 2 interpretation of Takua. You may remember Takua from the original Bionicle story, who later became the Toe of Light and renamed himself Takanuva. But this right here is supposed to be a representation of what he could look like in Generation 2. Now I know people would probably say, well, you didn't use the right mask. And you know what? You are probably right about that. I probably could have used the Protector of Waters mask for this, but I didn't have an extra Protector of Water mask. I didn't want to bother buying one from Bricklink, and I kind of personally do not think that it was smart of them to have all the characters on Akoto wear the same mask, because that takes away their uniqueness. And they should actually have a lot of variety among them. They shouldn't all look the same. Because they didn't all look the same in Generation 1, but they do in Generation 2. Rhyme not intentional. Okay, so anyway, I decided to ignore the fact that all of the Akotans wear the same mask. The one that the Protectors wear, which is of course the same one that all of the Akotans wear. In fact, I would probably say that only the mask makers and the Toa right now have their own unique mask, and none of them are wearing a mask that nobody else is wearing. I kind of would like to think that that's just an animation thing, and that maybe mechanically they would all be wearing different masks, but I don't know. I don't think that that will ever be confirmed, though I really would like for them to actually have all the characters wear unique masks. And maybe they will do that at some point, giving all the characters unique masks. They should do that anyway. So, anyway, as I said, I'm just ignoring that whole idea. Now, basically the build of this guy is nothing new. He is just built the same old way as a lot of MOCs this size are. A miniature character using single bone pieces for the arms and the legs, and using the small torso piece, and I used the bow rock feet because they were pretty small. They're about the smallest, right next to the modern smaller feet that the Protectors have. But I didn't have any of those in red, though I do know that they exist. I do know that those feet do exist in red, but I don't have them. So I just went with the bow rock feet. And, well, I did want to use the actual Chronicler's staff for this, but I couldn't find one, so I went with Lerock's weapon piece instead, since it was pretty much closest to what it looked like. And besides, this doesn't have to be exactly the same. None of the characters in Generation 2 are exactly the same as they were in Generation 1. Well, they don't look exactly the same anyway. They look a little the same, but not exactly. They have some differences between them and their G1 counterparts. And I don't know if you have even noticed this, but the torso piece right here, I actually used a Hero Factory Hero Core from the Hero Factory series. I used a red one from the sets that came out in 2011, the Ordeal of Fire sets and the Savage Planet sets. This one in particular is obviously the one that comes from Breeze, because she was the only hero that had a red Hero Core. Though of course you also could have gotten one of those from Pick-a-Brick. You can't now though, I'm just telling you, but at the time you could. And you could also get them with Hero Recon Team if you chose for your hero to have a red Hero Core. But as I said, you can only do that at the time, but you can't do it now. In fact, I don't think Hero Recon Team even exists anymore, which is an unfortunate thing. And that only lasted for about a year, but they didn't have all the possibilities that they could give. It would have been nice if they actually had if they actually had pieces that would otherwise not be available in any sets. But, you know what? I'm talking out of topic here. Why don't I tell you about something that you probably have been wondering ever since you started watching this video. How did I get the mask, the light blue Picari onto the head here? Well, it's actually quite a simple trick. What I used was one of these small pieces, one with the actual hole and one with the pinhole, and the head is a Brain Attack series head. The head pieces used on the hero and villain characters in the Hero Factory series that came out in 2013. So I used the front axle at the front to put, well, the front axle hole for the axle piece right there. And then I just put this onto that. And I also took Furno's mask from the Hero Factory series, the one that he originally wore, as well as the one that he wore in the Breakout series when they switched back to the original heads. And the mask is just, well, the actual mask is just attached onto that axle piece right there. So that pretty much opens up a new possibility as to how you can get the older style of masks to fit onto the modern action figure building system that Bionicle has introduced to us. If you do plan on actually using these masks for Hero Factory MOCs, if you're doing it on a hero, I haven't tested this myself, but I would recommend that you use the, well, I would recommend that you don't have it be a 2.0 style torso piece. I'd recommend that you use Breakout style, but you probably would not want to use it for Hero Factory anyway. If you wanted to make a Bionicle MOC, it's entirely up to you as to what version of the MOC you want to make. So, that is about it for this one. For the exact reason as to why I made this is because I actually plan on making a stop motion of the Bionicle characters using the audio from the game that was released in 2003. I may get things set up for the stop motion as soon as I'm done recording this. I may actually be filming it just as you are watching this video. So, just look forward to that. I'm not sure when it'll come out. It'll just depend on how quickly I can get the stop motion done. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this MOC. If there is anything you think that I should improve with this MOC, do let me know. I will point out that I did want to actually use blue feet for this MOC, but at the time that I started building this MOC, I, for some reason, could only find one of the blue feet in the parts drawer. I'm pretty sure that there should not be a single blue foot in the parts drawer, but I'll try to figure out why, like, where the other foot is. I'll try to figure that out, but in the meantime, I'm just going to stick to the red feet right here. They may change by the time the animation starts in process, but that's that right there. And if there's anything else you think that this MOC needs improving on, do let me know, and I may consider the changes. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.